It's Lucy and Jeff going for walks and talk about banksters and Bitcoin and the apocalypse and stuff. It's Lucy and Jeff and tacos and kisses. How you doing today, Lucy? I'm pretty good, but it's been about 3 days since we went for a walk. I'm a little pissed off at you. Well, you could have went for a walk with the other dogs, Lucy. Yeah, but I like sticking with you. You give me tacos, and I'll give you kisses. Yeah, I'm sorry, Lucy, but we had a 2-day Crypto Vigilante Summit, which went incredibly well. Those videos will all be available soon if you want to check those out. I'll get into crypto near the end of this video. Bitcoin over 40,000 at the moment. And, you know, I saw this photo. It's from, I believe, I didn't look into it too much, but I believe it's from the Netherlands. And to me, you know how like Slime magazine usually has like or National Geographic, usually has like a photo, like that's really iconic of the age. To me, this is the one that should be, at least for right now, the most iconic photo of what's going on right now before we get to the death camps, which I'll get into. There's apparently a senior citizen who was at an anti-lockdown protest, and oh my gosh, he wasn't wearing a mask. So a guy dressed in more pads than a hockey player with a helmet on a horse came by and just gave him a good whack on the head, gave him some injuries and some stitches. Basically the caption for this should be, "Here, have some government." And it has been about 3 or 4 days since I've done a video, and because of that, we got a lot to cover. It would actually be, if I waited a few more days, I just have to give up. There'd be just no way to catch up. 3 days is about the max, because there's so many things. We're going to get into so many things going on right now. Yeah, let's get right into it, because we got a lot of interesting stuff. I think a lot of people are going to find this very interesting. First of all, do you remember all this insanity of the COVID's pandemic that has turned the world upside down for the last year? All began the moment Bill Gates stepped down from the board of Microsoft to focus his efforts on the pandemic. So when I saw this headline, I was like, oh no, oh no. Jeff Bezos to step down as Amazon CEO. Yes, Jeff Bezos, who works with the CIA, he's regularly at the Pentagram along with ex-Google Eric Schmidt, has decided he's got to step down from the Amazon board. He didn't really say what he's going to be doing, but you can only imagine. So we'll see what he's up to, but I really like the Babylon Bee. If you don't know the Babylon Bee, The Onion used to be hilarious years ago, but now, I think Hillary Clinton bought The Onion or something. I don't even know if it exists anymore, but it definitely wasn't funny anymore. And, but the Babylon Bee is great. They're on Twitter, they're all over the place. Make sure you sign up, because they got, every day, they're right on top of things. So as soon as Amazon, or Bezos announced his stepping down from Amazon, they came out with Bezos to spend newfound free time bulldozing small businesses in person. With Jeff Bezos no longer running Amazon, sources are reporting that he's looking forward to spending some of his free time destroying small businesses like he always did. This time will be different, however, since he'll be bulldozing them in person. "This has always been my passion," said Bezos with a jolly smile. "But I've never really been able to get my hands in the dirt, feel the air on my face, and hear the lamentations of the peasants while I'm doing it. I feel truly blessed." Bezos then pushed a massive lever on his new bulldozer and plowed through a little building called Anna's Coffee and Bookshop. "Wow, invigorating," said Bezos as he watched the glass, rubble, and dirt shower down around him. Speaking of Bill Gates, like, if you were like one of the richest people in the world, wouldn't you like take some time off? You know, spend some time with your lovely wife? Well, maybe that's why he doesn't. Or would you be working non-stop around the clock to basically do the biggest fraud in history, or as far as I know, and profit from it in every single way possible? Of course, the vaccines, we're going to get into that. He's making so many billions. He's probably pissed off Elon Musk is a little richer than him at the moment or something. So he's been buying up all the farmland in the US while he tells everyone else that they need to eat bugs. And he's just like nonstop. It's like every day, it's like Bill Gates is doing this. So the latest is Bill Gates swoops for private jet business after $3 billion dogfight with Gatwick owner. So apparently Bill Gates is buying a private jet company. You know, Bill Gates, the guy who talks all the time about man-made global warming, how we have to all do our part by just eating bugs and staying in our houses forever and getting vaccinated and all that kind of stuff.
We're not just trying to reduce emissions by 15% or 20%. We're trying to get to zero. Although it always helps, every little bit helps, you can't get anywhere near zero without having a new way of making steel or propelling a passenger car or a plane.
So you would think, wow, he's a believer in this global warming stuff, like a huge believer. That's all. It's one of the only things he talks about. So why in the world would he be buying a private jet company? Probably one of the, aside from probably cruise ships, one of the most biggest users of oil, gas, fuel in the world. Well, the reason is because he doesn't care about global warming. Is a scam that he and many others are involved in as well. And he also knows that most people are going to be, well, they already are, but many more soon, will be bankrupted, have no jobs, they're not going to be able to fly, they're not going to be allowed to fly. So the air travel that will go on will be mostly private. It'll be mostly quite wealthy people, or at least rich people. And he knows that's the case. So he's buying up a private jet company. What do you think of that, Lucy? Bill Gates can go pound tacos. And I've actually been I've liked Pitbull, the rapper or the singer, whatever you want to call him, for a long time, because he always says very anarcho-capitalist type things. If he's not a full anarcho-capitalist, he's very close. And he's actually, his family's from Cuba. And I've seen this for like the last few months. So many people who actually remember being in the Soviet Union, who have escaped from Cuba, who have escaped from Venezuela, all saying when they get to a place like the US, Lucy's starting to do her runs, that now the US is basically going down the same road as Cuba or Venezuela. And they're quite outspoken about it, and they really catch on very quickly because they've actually seen this in their lives.